The Bollyhood Queen is in the motherfucking house. What's poppin'? It's your girl, Sanjina DaBish Queen. Ew. I am your trans Fijian Bollyhood motherfucking remix, bitch. Sanjina is magical and banji. Together, that is banjical. My energy is very infectious, also obnoxious, but I don't give a fuck. Drama loves me. Oh, it loves me. If you have a problem with me, there's the exit. Bye. I'm going for a very lenga, sorry look. It's the Bollyhood Queen. Crown it right now. Crown this pussy.
So I'm here with Sanjina DaBish Queen from Canada's Drag Race Season 5 from Toronto. I just want to say, first off, represent. I'm also from Toronto, so love seeing my Toronto drag queens.
Yes, we have a six baddie in the house. Perfect.
Yes. The one thing I really enjoy about Canada's Drag Race this season, especially, I feel like each season we get more and more diversity. And I think, for yourself, you've described yourself as like trans, Fijian, Bollywood Queen of Toronto. So how would you say your heritage and identity influenced your drag and your drag journey and performance?
So growing up, Bollywood was always just part of me, like dance. Like she's my best friend. So like I always like growing up. I loved dancing. So dancing was always there, and then it just like dancing became like my best friend. Where like she saw my bruises, my scars, and like that's something I turned to anytime I was at my weakest, my happiest, my angriest, any emotion where I was. I love to dance. So dance was always there. Growing up, I love watching Bollywood movies because Bollywood movies are just so colorful, magical, and I was so mesmerized about just like how like hips would move, their clothing would move, the colors. Okay, so Bollywood was already there. Then just like growing up, I hated like I'm Fijian, so my parents are from Fiji Island, an island that's made up of Indian, African, and Polynesian culture. It's very like welcoming. We're very about culture appreciation all the time. We appreciate every culture. And growing up, I hated being Fijian because I had to face a lot of face a lot of racism from the Black community and from the Indian community, South Asians, because I didn't fit in because I wasn't Indian enough, I wasn't Black enough, or I wasn't Polynesian. It was a bunch. So it was Fijians where I come from, Surrey. They were just categories. We were known as like we're dirty, So I and then trans was obviously like on down my journey. I became a trans woman. So everything just kind of went and kind of just like mixed. Like think about this. I'm trans. I'm Fijian. I do Bollywood. I have my own fusion to it, which is Bollyhood. And when I say remix, it's because when I perform, I dance to a lot of remixes and mixes. And when I talk about remix is about to me is like two things coming together. Whether it's culture, fashion, culture, music, it's just so magical. So that's why I call myself a trans Fijian Bollyhood remix.
I love it. I love it. It's a bit of everything, and I'm here for it.
Oh.
I actually want to touch a little bit on what you were just saying because drag is often about storytelling. What are some key moments from your own story that you try to portray in your performances or just in your art?
Most of the thing like when it comes to performing is my energy, right?
Hmm.
Uh, when I say I put you in a trance, is more so like when I perform, people want to get up and dance with me. People want to get up and shake an ass. People want to work. People want to get low, pick up real slow. They want to jam to Bollywood. I am the type of girl that will make you get up from your seat. And that's like the magic of Sanjina. She does really put you in a trance. Like that's yeah.
I mean, we've seen it. Like your drag performances are mesmerizing, and all that we could feel your energy. And we've seen you kill it, especially on the lip sync challenge. I was like, oh, she like. We're here for it, and even we got to see it last week. Unfortunately, you were eliminated, but I'm glad we got to see you perform again. And when it comes to your choreography, is that something you kind of self learn, or like were you saying like it's just more you draw inspiration from the Bollywood culture?
So so freestyling and choreography. So I do come from a choreography background. Like I've always like making up moves and like teaching. I've come from that background of being an instructor. And when it comes to dance, freestyling is something naturally happens, but I combine the freestyle and choreography together. So that basically becomes I let the music just guide me. Whatever the music is in that moment I'm feeling, and like I literally when I dance and perform, I see like colors. I see like I'm in a trance myself because my energy just becomes like this gold aura, and I'm at the most happiest when I dance. I'm at the most expressive, and I hit really hard. I go full out. I'll give you a performance. I will give you your money's worth. Like that's how I am, and um yeah, my energy and like just who I am, that's yeah, that's that's my drag, that's who I am.
I love that. If so, let's look at like, your time on Drag Race. Is there a moment from the show that you're especially proud of, that you feel really represents who you are?
The moment I'm really proud of is honestly, I feel like with me being on the show, the proudest moment that I would say is just like getting on that show and being a representation for trans, for Fijians, for for the melanin community. I'm gonna say melanin community because I'm not gonna say Indian, South Asian. I'm not gonna like I'm saying melanin in general for every POC there. Like I'm repping and representation is very important to me. I think it's very important to drag. It's the biggest thing for me, representation, and I think that it's the most neatest and most magical thing. And I think that I've had a lot of good moments on there. I think that the body dysmorphia conversation was a very big lifting thing, just not for me, but for others. And my forgiveness letter to like my mom was also a very big thing. Being on this magical journey with my drag mother was another magical experience. And the fact that I got to have this journey with 6 of my Toronto sisters, who wouldn't want that? So yeah.
I just want to say, we definitely, as viewers, really felt those moments. Especially like you said when you were talking about body dysmorphia. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. So I just want to thank you for sharing that. On such like a public platform. Um, I do have to ask, on a lighter note, did you really think that Uma was coming for you?
I know she wasn't, and I know that she came from a place where she had to. That's like, yeah.
And would you say, is there anything that you would change about your time at Drag Race in terms of like anything you wish you could have done differently or would go
Yeah,
back
I
and change?
honestly feel like the preparation of Drag Race, I wish I kind of went with my heart. Like I always say, I don't come from a lot of money, and that's not an excuse, but
Mhm.
I do drag not because of my garments. I don't do drag because I'm gonna show you an expensive outfit. I'm gonna do drag because I do drag the way I do drag and the way I view drag, and I do it from the heart, and I don't do it from the eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, yeah, like I just think that if I can hit the rewind button, it definitely would be like to make sure that like I was more prepared and just kind of made the right decisions, even though the decision was wrong. Like, it just like I think that when I come back, because my work now I'm doing is I'm working on my glow up. I'm gonna find out like what goes with my body, da da da. I'm gonna work on myself, and when I come back to an All Stars, plus it's gonna be on.
Yes, and I'm really excited to see that. So then, what else is next for you? Are you like, what are your plans and or what can the viewers expect?
Um, so definitely gonna be working on my transitioning. Like, I'm on hormones now. It's been 4 months. I'm also sober now. I'm California sober. Yay.
Oh,
Which
yay.
means I smoke weed
God.
only. And I'm just gonna work on my focus on my glow up. And I'm really gonna focus on my 2 tours that I'm gonna be working on. I'm also coming out with maybe a Bolly Rap. I don't know.
Nice.
That's something I'm working on too. I forgot to mention that all day today about the Bolly Rap. That's
Eat
gonna
it.
like, yeah, I know that just literally just reminded me. And um to my fans, the Divish Nation, I just found out that's what they're called. And I'm gonna focus on them and only on them because they're the ones that give me love and support, not to these haters that want to be mad and stay mad. So yeah.
I love that. Just to wrap this up, I forgot to ask one last thing. So here we're all about going the extra mile. So how do you, Sanjina DaBish Queen, go the extra mile, whether that be in your drag or personal life or whatever that looks like to you?
Like customer service, going above and
Yeah,
beyond. You know what I
exactly.
mean? That's what my drag is. I'm here to lift people, right? So like I will do everything I can to put a smile on your face. Like that's my job, and I feel like that's what I was blessed to do is to put a smile on people's face is or just to, wake them up or to like shine a light in their dark where they are, and I think that's going for a mile. I think that it's like how Shay said in the episode, I'm very generous with my energy. And now I
Mhm.
realize I shouldn't be that generous to people that don't deserve it.
Well said, well said. Yay. Listen, Emma, thank you so much for your time. I'm really excited to see,
So,
what's next for you. Any like Toronto performances, I'm like, I want to be there, I
yeah, definitely follow me
love
on
to
Instagram.
see
All my,
live.
my
Of
schedule is
course.
always on my Instagram. So yeah.
Good, good. I love that. Well, anyways, enjoy the rest of your time. Or of
I know. I love you. Thank you so much, Michelle. Take care and lots of
course.
blessing.
All right, take care. Hope to see you around.